we have learned something called a standard for loop, and we wanted to print out all of this value by using the standard for loop. It is basically simple. So for now, we wanted to learn how do we use standard for loop in a list. For that, we wanted to comment out this line. Whenever you want to comment out something in a program, all you have to do is just select the entire code, and after that, command and forward slash. So that is how you comment out something. So now we are going to write the standard for loop. Index for standard for loop. Standard for loop is a function. So that we are going to use for, and after that parenthesis in over here, we wanted to create a variable. So let's call this variable I, and after that we have to give some value to this variable. The variable value is 0 because the index of the first letter is 0. So that's the reason we are going to say set the value, and after that there comes the condition where we have to check the length of the list that we wanted to access. So for that we are going to say I, and after that less than, and after that the nickname that we have given this variable. So this is what we call things. So we are going to type this name over here, and after that we are going to use dot operator. As soon as you have used the dot operator, you got this length, and after that we wanted to have the entire length to be measured by this integer value that we have, this index value that we have created. And now we are going to end the statement again. After that comes the pre-increment part. So for that plus plus I, and after that we wanted to print out the value. So for that we are going to use curly brackets, and in over here we are going to use print statement. So now first I wanted to show you something, so that's the reason I'm printing I over here. If I run, all the indexes is printed right over here. The first index is 0, second 0, 1, 2, 3. So these are the values that we got, and now I wanted to print out all of this value. So for that all I have to do is just type list name. So we have a name called things. In over here we have to use brackets. In that brackets we wanted to provide out the index value. So the index value is 0 over here. So we have given this index standard for loop. That standard for loop will save all this value into this I variable. So for that we are going to use I, and after that we are going to just run our application in order to get all these values. So this is how you use standard for loop whenever you wanted to print out all the values which you have in a list.